Hi.
Hi.
Okay, what's one word? It is not morning anymore, so good noon, everyone. Okay, so this is group 7, and today we're gonna talk about the case of UMC. So as you all know that many of our group have already mentioned about how semiconductor industry work. It is actually dominated by giant players like TSMC, Samsung, Intel. You heard about those names many times already. So today I want to tell you a story about a drop, the UMC of Taiwan, and they're actually kind of interesting. I will talk a little bit about his stories. Where is it now in the market? And how UMC using FDI and partnerships as a dual engine to fuel the mechanism to survive in the market and to secure its unique position in the market, and what the other mid-sized company can take away from the UMC strategy to survive in this competitive landscape. So first thing first, UMC stands for United Microelectronics Corporations. They was found in 1980, and actually they are originated from a state-owned institute named Industrial Technology Research Industry. And UMC, actually TSMC is the second semiconductor company, and UMC actually the firstborn child of Taiwan's semiconductor industry. They originally they are a ITM, but they make a critical pivot in 1995 and transfer into a pure player foundry model. I assume that after you research everything about the semiconductor quality final project, you already understand what is the fabless, IC design, or foundry company are, so I will not mention it again. And in 2000, they become the first semiconductor company of Taiwan to be listed on New York Stock Exchange. So even though they're a mid-sized company and they're just a second largest in Taiwan, but they are actually a world leader in their own segment. So UMC now ranked second in foundry market in Taiwan and ranked fourth worldwide. They are holding 4.4% of the market share up to Q2 2025. And their billion revenue in 2024 reached over 7 billion, and they are the home of 20,000 employees worldwide. So when their UMC is not like TSMC or Samsung, they are not chasing after cutting-edge technologies, not, but they are focused more on the ratio of 22 and 28 nanometer chips. But even though they are a world leader, it doesn't mean that there's no competition at all in that segment. They actually have to face several challenges. The first thing first, because UMC is just a mid-sized company, they are not a big giant like TSMC or Samsung, so they face a significant financial constraint. They cannot commit an unlimited capital or resource to a high-risk and long-term R&D like TSMC or Samsung. The second is that nowadays Chinese market actually seeing a increase in the subsidies, the government backed up subsidies of the foundries company that they are joining the major node segment market. So UMC has to face an intense market competition within their own market where they are actually a leader. Now, on the world, TSMC ranked 4, and the third company, the third position belongs to SMIC, a Chinese company, a Chinese company. And their third challenge, this is not racism. Being a Taiwanese is actually a risk. So, because of the Taiwan critical role in the global supply chain, so UMC is actually being exposed vulnerably because of the US and China technology conflict. So it's not racism, it's just unprecedented fact. So how does UMC overcome this challenge? So they use a FDI and strategic partnership as a dual engine to fuel the mechanism to survive in this market. Let's take a look first at the FDI. UMC have about 12 hubs around the world, most of them located in Taiwan, the other located in Singapore, Japan, and China. Currently in 2025, they officially opened a 5 billion investment of a fabrication plant in Singapore. This facility is focused on producing 22 and 28 nanometer chips for UMC, and the capacity will reach about 30,000 waffles per month and up to 1 million waffles per year by 2026. And this plan only that can create another 700 new job opportunities in Singapore. So why UMC using FDI? They opened a new fabrication plant in Singapore to bring to gain the market access to customer in Southeast Asia. Locate the plant in Singapore actually can bring them closer to the customer. So it means that they can build a stronger relationship with the customer, but at the same time they can shorten the delivery time for the customer. The second reason is that they can manage the risk and the cost efficiency, because invest in a fabrication costs a huge amount of money, and because they have this in Singapore, they can manage better risk and cost efficiency. And also because they can attract more talent and innovation outside Taiwan, not only just within Taiwan, which is expand their opportunity to reach out to global talent and innovations all over the world. And actually their strategy works. To Q2 of 2025, the 20 and 28 nanometer technologies actually distribute 40% of its revenue. And the second, okay, so UMC, what makes UMC stand out of TSMC and Samsung? TSMC and Samsung, they are chasing after cutting edge technologies like 7 nanometer, not or below, but UMC focus on a more mature and specialty node, which is more cost efficient and stable demand, because this node is the heart of automotive Internet of Things, wireless 3Cs, which is mostly every commercial device that we are using, they use the major node. So this is why UMC is standing out of the TSMC and Intel and have their own segmentation. So, but UMC cannot do this alone, because they need to have a lot of innovations, a lot of resources. So they form a collaboration, joint ventures, and alliance with different partners around the world. In terms of collaboration, UMC working with SNL and Intel to increase their IP, and also to gain access into innovations. They also have the joint ventures in China, which is Hotin and United States. They are both a UMC company in China. This one will help UMC to decrease the competition with the company in China, and also to help them to gain access into this market. UMC also formed alliance with Meritech, Qualcomm, and Broadcom. This one will help them to maintain their capacity in their own segment. Even though they are using both FDI and partnerships as a dual engine, UMC actually favor partnerships more, because FDI costs too much. FDI is a huge cost. So using partnership, they can reduce costs and also the risk at the same time of investing too many money into just one fabrication plant. And also they can access to regulated markets like China, as I mentioned before. And also they can optimize existing resource of their own partnerships, of their own partner. They can have the access to IP right of the other partner and alliance. And also they can concentrate their internal investment on the core technologies and innovate them, and also make them to be a leader in their own segment. So what is the key takeaway for other mid-sized company? The reason why we choose UMC and why we analyze this is because we think that if we take a look into UMC's cases, maybe other mid-sized company, other block can have some key takeaway, have some learning from UMC strategy, and maybe they can find a way to assist, to co-assist with other giant players in this competitive landscape. We have 3 lessons. First, you don't need to chase after the giant. You need to master it in your own playground. So if you're good at Regional, you make Regional. There's no necessity for you to compete in a segment that already has someone dominated. The second is that you can use FDI as a defensive measure and partnerships as an offensive measure, which means that you need to combine it. But how you do it is that you need to find your own formula. You use MDI more, or you use partnership more. Which region in the world that you will find your partner, which alliance should you form within the region or outside of the region? It is your own formula. So, to sum up, UMC's lesson, I think, it is not about being the best or being the giant. It is about sustainability and how you can survive, but not in the short term, in the long run. So I think the story of this block maybe can benefit not only mid-sized company inside Taiwan, but they are the newcomers of the semiconductor all over the world, especially that prior group they already mentioned about the hidden champions in Europe, and if they all want to join these competition, this race in this competitive industry, maybe they can get some outcome from UMC strategy stories. Thank you. Is there any questions? Okay, great.
I want to act like UMC is focused on mature manufacturing and not like TSMC focused on advanced manufacturing. But so, like nowadays, a lot of Chinese companies have a lot of government subsidies and they are produce really low cost chips. And UMC is facing this really huge challenge now. So how can UMC keep standing in semiconductor industry in like this generation?
Yeah, as already said, because our research only focus on the FTI and the partnership aspect of company's business strategy. I believe that UMCs also have other strategies to survive in this competitive landscape. But from our research perspective, I would say that yes, China is a huge competitor in this segment, and UMC is doing kind of they form a joint venture in China so that they can access into the market and also into the other resources to help them to reduce the cost of the chips, of the manufacturing, and also because they have the collaboration and alliance with other partners all around the world, so they are trying their best to compete with the China subsidies and also to survive in this market. Is this second?
Thank
you. Is there any other questions? Professor, do you have any questions?
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, when China is giving so much subsidy to these design houses or fabulous IC designers, will history repeat itself? Like a decade ago, the Chinese government subsidized so much in solar panel, and then it really triggered the crash of the whole industry in the whole world. And then, you know, the largest company in Taiwan survived after that crash. So that was just my intake from your conversation. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. If there's no further question, I will end my presentation here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.